So, welcome to yet another episode of Cooking with T-Zac. Alright, welcome back. I have a really exciting recipe for you. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing all of that. Okay, I have a really exciting recipe for you. This one is actually quite timely. Hopefully, I get to edit and put this recipe up in time. It's a very comforting, homely dish from West Bengal, and this is the Bhoker Khichdi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not sure I am. But it's actually Bengali style khichdi, which is specially made during Durga Puja, which is like right now. And it's a little more complicated than traditional khichdis, but just put in a little bit of effort and it's gonna be incredible. Okay, so again, I'm doing that. Okay, so yeah, try it at home, and I promise you, you're gonna be not disappointed. You're not gonna be disappointed. Okay, so let's go through the ingredients really quickly. Okay, so let's start with the main ingredients. For a khichdi, you need a rice and a dal. Traditionally, Govindavog is used, but I'm using a local aromatic rice called Ambe Mohar. Also, split moong dal. You can use a variety of vegetables, but I would say try and keep the potato and the cauliflower. Green peas is nice as well. I found some chow chow or chayote in the market, and that's gonna work really well in this as well. You need fresh ginger, green chilies. For whole spices, you need bay leaves, cardamom, cloves, dry red chilies, and cinnamon. You need some ghee and mustard oil, turmeric powder, whole cumin seeds, red chili powder, and cumin powder, and that's it. So the vegetables are pretty easy to prepare. Obviously, you have the peas shucked, the cauliflower is cut into florets. I'm using the stem of the cauliflower as well. Don't throw that away. The ginger has been made into a paste. You want to keep your green chili kind of whole. With the kind of potato, what you want to do is cut them into big pieces. So keep them pretty big. So if they are medium-sized or small potatoes, just cut them in half. If they're bigger, maybe cut them into quarters. And yeah, that's it. And obviously you want to keep them in water for as long as you can. I'm using chayote or chow chow, not part of the traditional recipe. I just found it in the market. It's in season right now. It's a really lovely vegetable. I'm just going to cut it into manageable sized pieces. Okay. There is a seed in the middle, which I'll take off. Not too big, because I want them to cook. You can pretty much mix up whatever vegetables you like. Traditionally, you want to have the cauliflower and the potato. It's kind of like a thing, but apart from that, go crazy. And we're ready to start cooking. Okay, so what makes a traditional Bengali khichdi different from other khichdis is the fact, just remember roasting. So the fact that the dal is roasted ahead of time. So I'm going to put about a cup of dal and dry roast it. Okay. Dry roast it. You don't want it to really turn dark, but just so it gets slightly nutty. You'll start to smell that aroma. It's amazing. And this is not a technique that you'd find in other khichdis. Typically, you can just pretty much put all the ingredients together, turn on the pressure cooker, leave it in there, and you're done. Maybe maximum you might find like a tadka thrown in there, but in this case, this little effort, like I told you, goes a really, really long way. So this happens for about maybe 4 to 5 minutes on a medium flame. You don't want to burn it. Okay, it's starting to brown now. I'm going to transfer this into a bowl. It's got this nice, nutty, beautiful aroma. And cooking is about it's a lot more than just mechanically following the recipe. It's about getting those aromas in, enjoying the process. I'm going to add about a cup of rice into the same pot. and repeat the process. So I'm going to toast this for a while as well. So equal parts of rice and dal. I could have made a bigger hole there. The rice is going to toast up much faster. In the case of rice, you're not really going to smell anything different, but what you'll see is it's going to turn from like a translucent to opaque. Okay, so at that stage, again, no color on the rice. Transfer it with the dal, and this is when you start the actual cooking of the vegetables. So a little bit of about 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. I'm gonna add the cauliflower first. The salt, and pinch of turmeric. So you're trying to get a little bit of color on the cauliflower. Right when the cauliflower is almost done, that's when you're going to throw in the green peas and the chayote. If you're using a different vegetable like carrot, you can add them in this stage as well. Some more salt. Okay. Just let them coat the masala a little bit. And pull them out. Okay. Now we're going to do the same for the potatoes. So the potatoes, you want to get them nice and brown. Make sure you take off all the water and just carefully add the potatoes in. As usual, in goes the salt, in goes the turmeric, just a tiny bit. Okay, so as you can see, potatoes are starting to turn nice and brown. At this point, you can kind of take them out. Leave the mustard oil in there. They're not fully cooked; they're just browned. And again, this is all going to add to the final flavor of the khichdi. Oh my God! Look at that! Potatoes of any kind just browned. Yeah, but don't try to eat these because they're going to be undercooked. Alright. Cool. So we still have mustard oil in there. This is the point where I'm going to add the ghee. Okay. I'll add about 2 tablespoons worth. I need to buy myself some new ghee. And we're going to add the whole spices. So, cardamom, it's a little hot, turn it down. Cloves, bay leaves, the whole red chilies, and the cinnamon stick. Also gonna add, as soon as these start to bloom, you remember bloom, right? Add about 1 teaspoon of cumin. Okay, at this stage we're gonna add ginger paste. I'm adding about a tablespoon and a half. Just add a little bit of water, tune up the other ginger paste so it doesn't burn. Nothing is scared of, it's just steam. Adding salt. And we can add cumin powder, about half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon red chili powder. Red chili powder is optional, you can skip it. Little more turmeric powder, maybe about quarter teaspoon. I'm going to add the whole green chilies. I'm going to continue to cook that. Raw flavor, the spices kind of cook through. Okay. Shouldn't really take so long because it's really quick. Okay, at this stage, we're going to add the rice and the dal mixture back. Mix that together. Add more salt. Add the browned potatoes back in there. And very important step, add hot water. Now this is a mistake we very often make while we're making rice. If you add cold water to hot rice, it's going to kind of affect the texture. And this then texture is everything in a khichdi, right? So add hot water. I'm going to add a little bit more. Very quickly check for seasoning. That tastes delicious. I'm also going to add a little bit of sugar. Tad bit. And we're going to cover this and cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes after the first whistle. Alright? Cool. It's coming. No explosions. Okay, so now about 5 to 7 minutes from now, and then we turn it off. About 6 minutes are up. I'm going to turn it off at this stage and let it cool down. Okay, so it's cooled down. You always want to check the whistles, see if it's. I mean, it's not fully cooled down, but at least you don't have any more steam escaping. This is my favorite part of any pressure cooked recipe. There's a sense of like excitement and like wonder and a little bit of fear. Hopefully you haven't burnt what's inside. Let's see. Oh ho 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 ho, look at that. It's looking a little dry, but that's okay. We still have our hot water, which we're gonna add in there. And we're gonna add the rest of the vegetables as well. Okay, so now these vegetables are not fully cooked as well. We need a little bit more time. The rice and the dal are still pretty much intact. They're 90% cooked. And you want to keep enough water in there. Now the reason I'm adding the vegetables separately is because you want to. I don't like the vegetables to be mushy, so the potatoes are going to be properly cooked. The cauliflower and the chow chow and all of that is going to be cooked well as well. You could, if you have a big enough pressure cooker, you could have put it on for another whistle and it should be done. But mine's not big enough, so I'm going to turn it back on and I'm going to cook it on the stove for about another 4 to 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 7 minutes, yeah. Right? And that looks about done. Yeah. Turn it off. I'm leaving it a little loose because as it cools down, it's going to thicken up a little bit. But look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my god. Obviously, it's going to taste much nicer as it cools down. So again, just at this point, you just want to check for seasoning one last time. Oh, that's delicious. And I mean, I'm telling you, this khichdi is worth it. It's totally worth it. I hope you try it. It's typically consumed on the 6th day of the puja or the pujo, but honestly, you can eat this any time of the year. It's really good. Happy cooking!